Morning. Slept pretty well last night, well enough at least. I did wake up soaking wet from sweat. It did not get as cold as they said it was going to get last night. So I, stripped down to just my shirt and my underwear. His shirt was soaked, and I had to pull the top quilt off so that I could, let my body heat dry it. Woke up early, but I kind of took my time, so it's about 8 o'clock. I think I got started around 7:40, up around 6, so did some stretching and stuff, start the day right. Last night, Asset was there with his father. He's slowed up his pace a little bit, trying to just enjoy things and spend time with his pop. Bear Hang was there last night, and chatted with him last night and this morning. He also has, he is an 8-year-old at home who's looking for cameos of him in videos. I haven't put pictures of people in my videos for multiple reasons. But shout out to Bear Hang's kid. Your pop's out here doing the thing. He's a beast. So today's goal is, like every day right now, at least 20 miles. So there's a campsite, and everybody's Far Out app seems to be giving different numbers this morning. There's a campsite that I see at about 22 miles, and there's a water source before it, and there's a recent report that the water there is good. So that's my number one goal. Number two goal is a big day. It's like 29 miles. There's a lot of elevation change today. That 22 miles takes me to about, I think it was 6,500 gain and 8,500 descent. This morning, right now, I'm starting the descent. It's like a 2,000 foot descent, and then I think 2,000 or 2,500 right back up the other side. So, and something to consider when you're looking at some of these maps, they kind of look stable, right? But when you're doing 20 miles or more, 500 up and down over the course of 20 miles. So every 2 miles would be 1,000. So yeah, that'd be 10,000 up and down. That's a lot. So when you start looking at it like that, you realize that, the 2,000 I'm about to do up and down already takes a huge chunk out of those numbers. And then all the little hills in between, they add up. So that's why yesterday the numbers were big, but it didn't feel that bad. I mean, an uphill's an uphill. A downhill's a downhill. So there's that. A little concerned about some of my plans to get into the Shenandoahs immediately because, somebody, Bear Hang actually, we were talking about it. I was like, oh, there's all these waysides. And he's like, are you sure they're open? And so I did a double check. There's no comments about them since last year. And one of them says it doesn't open until May 4th, which is kind of crazy considering how many people are through hiking right now and sectioning, flip-floppers starting in that area. So, and it's not easy to get in and out of Shenandoah National Park. So if you don't have a good resupply, that could suck. Now I hope that because Big Meadows is the big spot that they might be open. Also, there was word that it was possible that last year the story is that they couldn't find people to work the waysides. So that delayed them opening as well. We'll see. Right now, I've got enough food to get about 2 days into the park. So anyway, I think I've rambled enough this morning. That's kind of the logistics of it. Mood-wise, I'm in a really good mood. Yeah. You know, it's funny. It's not funny and it's funny. This idea of being content, you know, it's like things go wrong and you're still okay. You know, I don't quite have that, as many of you have seen and commented on. You know, when things go wrong, I take it personally. I think I do okay because what I've learned to do is keep moving through, right? You just keep moving and you'll get through it. And I know that. I have the experience to back it up. And also taking positive action. You know, if something goes wrong with my leg, I just don't sit there and cry about it. I mean, I cry about it, but I also take action. I look for solutions and I do the things. So, you know, today I'm in a good mood. Everything's going well, you know. The trick, of course, would be to maintain, you know, some amount of contentment and, you know, but, you know, I'm a work in progress. So I said I was going to stop rambling, so now I'm going to stop rambling and get on with hiking down through all these rocks. Right? So you can see this rocky section behind me. Kind of like a rock slide area. Some of these rocks are, you know, wobbly. I just fell. And I fell ever so gently. It was a slow motion fall. It's like I was trying to get between these rocks and get up and started losing my balance. So I put my hand down to catch me and the weight of my backpack just kept me going. And I fell between these two rocks that kind of cradled me. I'm lucky because, you know, I've heard stories of, you know, people falling in a way that, you know, pinches, you know, the leg gets stuck and then it snaps and, you know, I could have broken an arm, could have broken a leg, something like that. Yeah, I'm taking it slow through this area. It makes me think of Rocksylvania, what I have to look forward to. But, yeah, I'm lucky it was a comical experience instead of a emergency one. So I took the opportunity. I just stopped where I was. I had to like pick myself up with my backpack on, which was fun. But I just decided this was a good time to take a little break and have a snack. So I'm going to keep going. day. On paper, it didn't look that bad, but it was, well, bad's a strong word. It was a lot of elevation change in the early part of the day, which just wiped me out. I still managed to get, I think it's 21.2, I think. But yeah, I mean, it was a hard fought. A lot of rocks today. A lot of rocks. But I felt good. I felt strong. It was a beautiful day. It's just that first part, like the plan was 29, and like with all of that elevation change just early in the day, it just sapped all of our energy. So I'm still debating what to do tomorrow. I can enter the Smokies tomorrow. I'm about 13 miles away from Rockfish Gap. It's about 20 to Calf Mountain Shelter. And it's funny because I was trying to plan it out, and basically my first time going into the Smokies, the only other time, the time I did the through hike, or not through hike, the section hike of the Smokies, I started planning it out, and I was hitting all the same shelters. It's funny because I was not seasoned at that point. I didn't have trail legs, and I was doing 20-mile days, and I up my leg on the last day. So, but everything's coming out to be about 20 miles. So if I do go in tomorrow, it's going to be some, the same shelters I stayed at last time, which is fine. But if I remember, a lot of them were way off trail. Then I was looking, if I go to Stanimals in the Waynesboro site tomorrow, which might be my last chance to really get a shower, recharge some stuff, then I can start at a different spot and hit different shelters, and yeah. So anyways, I'm really close to being home, and I'm very excited about that. My skin feels like sandpaper from all the salt. Anyway, it's another reason to go to Stanimals tomorrow. Take a shower. Yeah, I'm tired. So, but it was a good day, and still did plus 20. So, been doing 20s for a while now. I feel really good about that. I want to keep that up, which is another reason not to go to Stanimals, because then that makes tomorrow 13. Screws up my average. But I don't know. I would probably go to Stanimals, to tell you the truth. So, what other thoughts? Good mood today, yeah. All right, party people. See you tomorrow.